Okay. Hi. Io che
Nichts ist lost.
Good. Can you hear me?
No. Just go
Okay, cool. Finally. So what we're going to be going through today is there's a lot of new people, but there's a fair amount of new people here tonight, which is good, but I was kind of expecting a little bit more. But we're going to be doing basic training and compensation plan because there's a lot of people asking questions on how you get paid, how does the business structure work really. And that's what I'm going to be going through today, but I first want to go through a basic training. So obviously we're just pretty much an hour, so I'm going to go through the basic training pretty quickly. So if you need to take notes, I'm going to be writing like the main headings on here, but I'm not going to be writing everything down just to save time. But what I want to do is I want you guys to just watch this quickly because it really has to do with the basic training and the first point I'll be talking about. So this is literally like a 2-minute video, and then I will start. Okay?
I am a living witness that if you're brave enough to dream, you gotta be determined that no matter what it takes, you're not going to stop. You're not going to quit. You're not going to give up until you make it become reality. When I leave this place, is to help you to get that much closer to making your dream become a reality. 2013 was the why. So what happens is, as you grow, as you develop, and as you improve yourself, these new concepts start to come. And so the why had always been a part of my life, but I was able to tap into 2013. I was able to tap into that why in a way I never tapped into that why before. Are you excited? I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna do this for this person. I'm gonna buy this for my mom and my children and put them through school. You got all these great dreams, and then you get up in the morning and life punch you on your face. E.T., just like you, I get punched in the face. Now, you don't always know about it. I don't always talk about it because I don't want to discourage you. But I've had multiple aunts, at least 2 or 3 aunts die of cancer in the last 4 or 5 years. We all get knocked out. Life hasn't been a crystal stair, very tough. I've had my haters. I've had people who've come against me, who try to sabotage me. I'm like the fire. I'm like the gazelle. I don't need something external to motivate me. I find something within. And you gotta do me a favor. Like, you can't give up. You can't give in. Life, listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. So I know we don't have to before we all in the place. Finally, they got to that guy. Buster Douglas. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply, like, what happened? Buster Douglas said, listen to me. I was going to be honest with you guys. The challenge was, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. Find that reason to wake up every day and go get it. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. But when you write your why down, what your why does for you is said, you can't quit. You can't give up. You can't stop. If there's no money, you make up something. Go create it. If nobody's giving you an opportunity to create it. But what I can't do is I can't let my son down. I can't let my wife down. I can't let my parents down. I can't let my city down. And for you, your problem is you're just focused on your dreams and your goals. And you're not focused on why do you want this? Why do you get up in the morning? Somebody said, E.T., why do you wake up at 3 o'clock? Why not? If all I have to do is get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, my family can live like they want to live, and I can change the world. And at 3 o'clock, if you lost your mind, I'll get up at 3 every day. Why? Because my why is greater than my sleep. What makes a person average is their focus. Like an average person is focused on getting paid. That's why they're average. A person who's good, he's focusing on, I want to make my boss happy. A person who's great, his focus is, what need can I meet? His focus is different. Same human being, but his focus is entirely different. Your concentration is supposed to change. And so what you're focusing on throughout the course of the day, it has to change. What you're looking at, what you're reading, what you're watching, the conversations you have. You must now be focused on your why. You must be focused on your dreams. You must be focused on your goals. When you are great, you don't focus on the week. When you are great, you don't focus on the month. When you are great, you don't focus on the year. I'm not saying the same thing over the day, but what I'm talking about is you concentrate on the 24 hours that's in front of you and you live.
Okay, so the reason why I played that is because the first point of like the basic training is what you want to give to the newest person. So if you say I enroll Cam today, tomorrow you want to do a basic training with a new person. And the reason is because you all know excitement lasts 48 hours. And if you don't have the newest person to the next exposure, within 48 hours they're going to lose the excitement and they're going to start doubting themselves. And the first thing you want the new person to do is start doubting themselves, because a lot of new people are already scared and already feeling uncomfortable or something because they've never been in sales. Most people are already uncomfortable with sales even when they're not in it. And the thing is, the way we make them comfortable is by sitting down with them and showing them that we're going to help them. So the first thing that you want to write down with regards to basic training is why. And that is just, why are you doing this business? Why are you in Jeunesse? And as you heard Eric Thomas was speaking about it now, is that it's so important because if you don't have a strong enough why or strong enough motivator, then you're never going to really do well in this business. Because I'll tell you now, if anyone's new here, if you're not going to find a strong reason, it's hard. This business is hard. Probably one of the hardest things you're ever going to do. But if you can succeed in this, if you can get some success in this business, you can really push through the hard stuff, your other aspects of life are going to be so easy to you. You can find success in this. Things like stupid little things that usually make you so angry now won't even affect you later. It's crazy. Like I used to be super competitive for stupid little things, and now it doesn't matter because I know I'm already winning at life. Because those things don't really matter. That's not going to change the future. That's not going to get you anywhere. But this can really change your future. Within 3 to 5 years, you can really live the life you want to live if you work it properly. So the first thing is you want to ask yourself, why are you doing this business? And how you really find out why you're doing this business, you kind of ask yourself that question 3 times. So if I have to ask Cam, why are you doing this business? He'll give me a reason. And I'll go, okay, why that, why that, why? Until you really get down to the core reason. Like I've been working with Cam for, I don't know, probably over 1.5 years now, quite a while. And I know that he needs to do this so he can get his sister, put his sister through studies, right? Yeah, well, obviously it changes, obviously now and then. But when I first met him, he needed to do this and he didn't quit in our previous company, because if he quit, then he knew that he was letting his sister down. He wouldn't be able to put his sister through studies. But you will often, your why will change a lot of times because life changes. So the first thing is why. And the second thing is your this. And you guys will probably hear this training over and over and over and over and over. I've done this training 1,000,000 times. But the thing is, if you can get good at mastering the basics, you will succeed in the business. you can't become good at anything if you can't master the basics. The same as like, I don't know, if you play sport, have you ever played sport? Everyone plays sport. How do the guys or the people who play first team differ from the guys who play third team? They're better at the basics. Rugby, for example, if you don't pass here and you pass in here, there's a huge difference. That's why people who pass here make first team, because they hit this area every single time. Exactly the same as business, just master the basics and you'll be good. So the list, you want to have 200, write this down, 200 people on your list minimum. And the reason why you want 200 people minimum is because you really want to speak to everyone about this business. I, for example, speak to loads of people every day because it's still brand new in South Africa. I don't want my friends to say, "Oh, why didn't you tell me about this when you found out?" It's their choice if they're going to jump on board with us or not, but just give them the opportunity to check it out. Most people, 70% of people are not going to do this anyway. There's nothing you can do about that. But how do you know if this person falls into that 70% or into the 30%? So you just got to sift through the numbers. And what you guys really want to do is get onto Jim Rohn, building your network marketing business. Very, very good. And the one thing he says in there is what you lack in skill, make up in numbers. So in the beginning, when you're brand new, all you have to do is make new friends and speak to a ton of people. Because you're brand new to the industry, you don't really know how to speak to people, you're not the best at everything, but you lack in skill, make up in numbers. If you just speak to a million people, you can still do really well. So the third, with your list is what you want to do, go onto JeunesseGlobal.com. And then you go to JTools, JCloud, and you want to find the game plan. If you guys want, I can email to you guys if you leave me. I don't know if you want, it might be easier. You can all write your email addresses down and then I'll email to you guys. And there's a 48-hour, it's called your first 48 hours. What it is, the game plan is a training manual for new people. It goes through everything I'm going to teach you here, but there, the game plan is phenomenal. It's the best training manual I've ever seen. And the first 48 hours is something you give to you. For you, those that were there last night, Graydon was handing it out. It's a sheet that's got instructions for the newest person to check out. So what you can do is, I think it's a good idea at the end, if you all just write your email on here, I will email those documents to you. Because you really want to, every single time you enroll someone, you want to give them that. You want to give it to them on a flash and they can look at it at home. Because you always want to give someone something to take home. The reason is because if they're not satisfied 100%, you have another opportunity to see them. Like if say, I don't know, let's say this is the game plan or whatever, I give it to Cam, he hasn't joined it. Then he goes home, does this thing, the next day he calls me up, he's like, "Cole, I don't know if I can do this. Cool, Cam, I actually need my game plan back, so when can I come and fetch it?" Then I've got another opportunity to speak to him, see what his objections are and help him get over them. Instead of just being like, "Okay, cool." So it's a tool as well. It's not just for your own feel. You're like helping yourself. And yeah, the next thing is what we call inviting. Very, very important. So and this for some reason is somewhere where a lot of people struggle. And a lot of people always say, "Oh, what's the magic word? What's the one line? Or what's this? What's that?" Because like, I don't know, a lot of you saw like myself and Graydon, we hit the next rank or whatever, and a lot of people come up to us and say, "What's your magic invite? What's your magic one line? What's this? What's that?" It's like, just be normal, be yourself, don't be weird. Seriously, that is all it is. Because your friends don't want to see a major difference in you. If you become all weird and salesy and all that type of stuff, your friends are going to notice and they're not going to want to follow that person who really annoys people, who just really bugs your friends to just check something out. All you got to do is be yourself, and the big thing is right this time is you need to have a hook sentence. A hook sentence is something when people say like, "What do you do?" A good one is, "I'm in stem cell technology." So then already people are like, "Well, what the hell is that?" It's interesting. What do you do? I'm in anti-aging. What do you do? I'm in the next $1 trillion industry. Like Cliff always, what he used to say to me all the time is, "You guys are entrepreneurs now. This is where you can have fun, be creative, and literally do whatever you want to do." A hook sentence is just making what you do into like 1 or 2 words and making it sound really interesting. I really like stem cell technology because people, that's like new to people. People literally are like, "What is that?"
Something that Cliff said as well, another good sentence He says it's the new trend at the moment.
Yeah. Well, people, because a lot of like Cliff especially always speaks about making a lot of money. You need to be with, have to like follow the trend. Like it was, I don't know, let's take social media for example. What is it? Mixer, then BBM, then WhatsApp, then like all those other things that are coming on. It's just literally following trends. Like it was, I don't know, because I'm new to the skincare and anti-aging industry, but there were a couple of products back in the day, and now it's developed into a system where it's stem cells and growth factors and anti-aging instead of just a normal skincare. So you got to stay in the trends. So when people say, "What do?" You say, "I have an online business. I don't know, I make money off working with the trends." So it's literally you can play along with anything you really want. So the next thing with the invite is you kind of want to like put 3 things. There's 3 ways to invite. And I'm just going to give you the headings to write down. Is say nothing. Say nothing. Say a little bit. And then say everything. And those are just broad like outlines of the category. So saying nothing is literally like, "Hey Cam, I'm really excited. I just got involved in a new business venture. When can we meet up and chat about it?" And that one works really well with your friends because if they really trust you, if they have respect for you, they're going to want to know what you're doing already. So that's a really good one. Telling them a little bit is like, "Hey Cam, I just got involved in a new company that's down from America. It's in stem cell technology. When can we meet up and chat about it?" So you told them a little bit on what the business is. Not everything. Everything is like, for me, it's easy because I've already been in a previous company and all my friends knew. So I could be like, "Hey, so I know you knew I was in another company and I've actually moved away from it, started a brand new company and I'd really like you to come check it out." That's not even telling them everything. That's just telling them like, "I've moved over to you." Telling them everything is like, "I'm working with a new skincare and anti-aging product from America, developed by doctors from America," just going into detail on your advice. But the reason why you don't want to do that is that's the worst one. The reason why is because if you give them all this information, then right down never answer questions. Because the person who is asking questions holds the power. And with one of my new guys, he literally, I don't know, kind of said too much in his invite to the second guy he ever spoke to, and then he got all discouraged. Because people have a negative stigma of what we do because of the past and what's happened. But what they don't know is that there's people who do things right and people who do things wrong in every aspect of life. Same as people with a lot of money. People think money is the root to all evil. It's like, is money evil? What you do with money can be evil. Money can't be evil. It's just paper. That's literally all it is. Money you can either use to help charities, you can use to help better people's lives, do what you want, or you can use it to, I don't know, buy guns and buy weapons and kill people. It's like, it's up to you what you do. So you don't want to. I kind of really went off the track where I was there. I think I was on don't answer questions. Is because then it keeps you in control of the situation. Dude, what do you do? I'll explain everything to you when we meet up for coffee. Are you free on Tuesday or Thursday? You always want to give 2 options when inviting like a friend or prospect. Because often they'll either be busy on the day that you only pitch them to, and a lot of people just go, "Okay, so you can't make it just because you can't make it on Monday." But if you say Tuesday or Thursday, then they'll think, "What's my schedule like on Tuesday? Okay, I can't make it on Tuesday, but I can make it on Thursday." Okay, so you always want to give 2 options. You always want to be in a rush when you invite them. Why? Because if you're in a rush, they don't have time to ask you questions. So I can be like, "Hey, Madhu, I'm just in a rush right now, but I've just got off the phone with someone I'm working with who's actually an entrepreneur from the States, and we're looking to expand business, and I thought of you because you're really sharp and I'd really like to speak to you about it." Then if she says, "Okay, cool, what is it?" As I said, I'm in a rush. I'm literally about to leave, and if you want to, you can walk out the door so you don't lie, and then they can't ask you questions. You guys seem very tense. And the most important thing is what you want to do is you want to always be excited. Because if you're not excited, if you say, I don't know, "Hey dude, I'm really excited about something new," or if you're like, "Hey dude, I'm super excited and I want you to come check this out." It's not very appealing if you're just like monotone, bored, and you don't really actually have passion and enthusiasm for what you're doing. People follow excited people, and if you learn to become excited because shy is costing you money. And being excited when you're shy, people are going to see that dramatic change and they're actually going to say, "What are you doing?" How come all of a sudden you're so excited? 100%, I've seen it before. So that's inviting, and the next one is this number 4, is objections. And this is really, really important for new people because when they speak to their friends, guests, whatever, they're going to get a lot of objections. And what I really like about this business, about this industry, is that we teach you to handle objections because if you're not doing this industry or this business, you start your own business, you have a job, whatever, you're going to get objections in every aspect of your life. And if we can teach you to handle objections now, it's going to make your life so much easier for the rest of your life. And the 3 like main objections you're going to get, well, I've even got any of them yet. Well, I've got one. I've never got, but a lot of people say this is one of those permits. I haven't got that yet because the product is so freaking awesome. Yeah, one of those permits. People don't even know what a permit is actually. I'm actually going to draw this out for you guys. It's funny. People always say permits are the person at the top makes the most money, right? All you got to do is this. Okay, cool. So here you got your CEO, right, at the top. Then you got your top managers. Then you got the middle managers. Then you got staff. Right? So who makes the most money?
Yeah.
Is the middle managers ever going to out-earn the CEO? So is that a permit? Technically, if people are saying the person at the top makes the most money, that's a permit. Everything, it's just called hierarchy. Everything in life has a hierarchical structure because that's just how everything is. We are not a permit because you can always out-earn the person above you every single time. Why? Because we teach you how to structure your business. Because of the ways you get paid, which I'll speak about just now, because you have to have ratios, you can always out-earn the person above you. In my previous company, I don't know, I was probably the 1,000th person to get involved, and I was, at the end of it, I was like the second highest in the company with my brother and Greg. So you can always out-earn the person above you. You just got to work harder, put in more effort, have more focus, and structure your business in a more profitable way than the other people. And we teach you guys how to do that. So the first objection is permit. The next one is I don't have the time. When people say to me they don't have the time, it's like, do you really not have the time, or do you not want to change your life badly? Because for me, I am studying full-time. I've got another job, and I do this. And I have the time to be doing better than most people. Why? Because I want it better than everyone else. So each and every single one of you have the time. I don't care what you're doing, you still have the time. Because if your why is strong enough, if your parents have cancer and they're in hospital and you are the only source of income to feed your brother, sister, your auntie, and pay for their medical bills, you will find time to make it work. Because then you have no choice. But a lot of people in a situation where they're really comfortable and they have no ambitions, they say they don't have the time. But everyone actually has the time. You just got to find a deep enough reason to find the time. And that's why your why, I just spoke about first, is so important. The next one is this: I don't have the money. You heard Cliff said last night, if you don't have the money now, that's kind of the reason why you should do it. You should find the money so you don't have the reason, so you never think that 3 grand, 8 grand, 11 grand, 15 grand, 25 grand is a lot of money. Because what can 8 grand actually buy you today? Cell phone. Is a cell phone going to make money or cost money? Cost money. Depends what you use it for. But people just don't see the difference between an asset and a liability, and they always buy assets instead of, they always buy liabilities instead of assets. Crazy, stupid thing. But that's the thing. People, you just need to show people why this is better than whatever they're thinking of buying. Because if you really want the new iPhone 6, I can show you how to buy 10 iPhone 6s if you do this. But if you buy the iPhone 6, no one's ever going to do this. So you just got to show them why we can help them benefit, or why they're just going to stay in the exact same position where they are. So that's the time. And Cliff was speaking a little bit about it last night. You guys probably heard him say objections are directions. What he meant there is objections is literally people saying, help me with this section. If people are saying, I don't have the time, they're saying, please help me, I have no money, I'm broke. So as you heard Cliff, you just got to help them find a way to make the money. Then when they get on board, help them, support them, and show them that you're going to help them make more money. Easy. Because I've had people who've sold wetsuits, I've had people who've sold loads of things to get involved. But you just got to help them find a way, because there's always a way. People always say they don't have money, but I can guarantee you, if you go to their house, you can find something they can sell that they haven't used for the last 5 years. There is always a way. They can borrow, 1,000 rand from 3 family members and pay them back afterwards. There's always a way to get the money. So objections are directions. And the next thing is, Cliff also said the reason why people always say they can't do this or they don't want to, or the reasons why they actually should. The same thing what I speak about is like the thing, whatever you're scared of, that's the thing you actually should do. Because that may be the thing that's going to change your life in the next century or something. Whatever's holding you back, if you just do it, it's going to change your business 100%. If you're scared to talk to your dad's, I don't know, super successful friend who's a millionaire, maybe you should talk to him, and if he gets involved, that could change your whole life. But if you're too scared, you'll never know, ever. So you kind of got to put your fears behind you and go straight, go forward. So that was objections. And as you heard in the video, a lot of people, like people who are average and just do okay in the business and do okay in life, they focus on making money all the time. And if you focus on making money, you're never going to grow. You're never actually going to get what you really need. You're never going to have an abundance of money because all you're thinking about is, I need to make X amount by the end of the month to pay my bills. But if you think of what need can I fulfill, what goals can I reach, if you work towards that, the money is just a byproduct of who you become and the goals you achieve on the way, which is super important. And the next thing is closing. I actually don't like to call it closing. I like to call it opening. Because, I don't know, closing just sounds like a hardcore sales, and opening, you're kind of opening their minds up to a different aspect of life. This is where a lot of people kind of struggle, and I don't really know why, but people scared of closing, that's why they fear it. The thing is, all you got to do is be confident. Just ask yourself this, do you believe in what you're doing 100%? Because if you don't and you're trying to sell someone else in it, they're going to pick that up and they're not going to follow you. So it's confidence, your belief, and your conviction. Conviction is how you speak about what you do. And the next thing is, as I said, the same as inviting, just be yourself. Literally, what I tell people when I close and I say, I'm not here to convince you. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. But I'm just showing you a way that I can help you in this aspect of your life. I literally say, I'm not here to convince you. Because I don't want to convince anyone. I don't want someone to do this if they don't want to do it. Because then they're just not going to do well, and then they're going to be one of those people who said, I lost money in that thing. So I'd rather have them not do it. And then that was number 5. Number 6 is participation. This is super, super important, especially with presentations. Cliff kind of touched on it last night as well. Participation is kind of sitting forward, sitting in your seat, smiling. And the reason you probably want to take notes in that, you always want to be smiling, you always want to be sitting on the edge of your seat. Always laugh at jokes, even if you hear the same jokes for 5 years on, you still want to be laughing at the same jokes. Dress well and just participate in the meeting. When someone says something that you can agree with, be like, oh yeah, just agree with it, like, yeah. Because what you want to do is you want to create a happy environment, a nice, warm environment, because new people outside at work, I don't know, in the car, in the traffic, they're in horrible environments, they're stressed out, they're hating it all the time. And as soon as they come into a nice, warm environment where everyone's welcome, everyone's friendly, they're enjoying themselves. They're like, I want to be a part of something like this. Because you guys have probably heard through your whole life, everyone wants to be a part of something. They want security, they want closure, they want to be a part of something. And this is something everyone wants to be a part of. But that's the thing, every time you walk through the door to a meeting, to a training, whatever it is to do with Jeunesse, it has to be the best day of your life. Best day of your life, even if you had the worst day. And I can tell you now, I've had some hardcore things happen to me, but when I still come to the meeting on that day, I'm still smiling, even if it's a fake smile, it doesn't matter. But you just got to pitch up and smile. And what the next number 7 is, probably one of the most important things is work ethic, focus, and belief. And why work ethic, focus, and belief is so important, because if you want to make a CEO's paycheck salary, you can't have the staff members work ethic. How is that ever possible? People say just because you own a business, you do no work and you make a lot of money. That's not true. The CEO is probably the person who works the hardest, because he needs to know what's happening at each single stage of his whole company. Because if he's not on top of that, someone could be stealing from him down here. So a CEO works super, super hard. You got to stay up late. You got to do the things other people aren't going to do, so you can have a paycheck that no one else is going to have. That's what the 3% of the whole world do, and why 90%, 97% of the people don't get it. because the 3% work 10 times harder than the 97%. Most super successful people wake up at like 4, 5 in the morning, do work there because over a period of time they're actually having extra days just by waking up an hour early. If you add it up over a week, waking up at 5, say everyone wakes up at 6, you got what, 10 hours extra than everyone else. And that's a lot of extra work. So that was number 7. The last one is 8. This is kind of new to this training. I'll put down failure. You guys, I don't know if any of you saw my status, saw a couple of you liked it, but it speaks about failure being a huge part of success. And you learn more from your failures than you do from success. Because from success, you're not really learning too much because you obviously know what to do already. But by failing, you're learning what not to do, how to improve, you're learning lessons of yourself, how to better yourself, how to become a better person, how you can help the community. So failure is a massive, massive part of becoming successful. And a lot of people fear failure, they get embarrassed by failure, but that's why a lot of people aren't successful. That's why people who have made it big in companies are where they are and why you are where you are, because they didn't let failure stop them. Failure is a good part. When you fail, good, keep failing, because the more you fail, the closer you are to success. Obviously fail, but learn from it. Don't fail and just be like, okay, and make the same mistake again. There's lessons to be learned from failure. So that is pretty much the basic training done. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go over the comp plan. But does anyone have questions on that training? Okay, comp plan. This is exciting. I just want to see if they can see the board. Okay, so the compensation plan, pretty much how the business pays you. There's 6 different ways that the company pays you, okay? And this is what really gets people going.
Yeah. Check this.
Oh. How you guys do see? No, you guys won't be able to see. Okay, so there's 6 ways the company pays you. The first one, okay, before we get to that, for every, okay, let's do this. We get paid in dollars, right? And the company has given us for $1, 12 Rand, which is awesome. Even if the dollar drops to 11.50, the company will still pay us at 12 Rand, which is awesome. So to be qualified, you have to have 2 PEQs minimum. So to qualify, you have to have 2 PEQs. And what a PEQ means is a personally enrolled qualified. Okay, you all got that. And with this, there might be questions, but if we can do questions afterwards, that would be good. Otherwise, we probably won't get through the whole content. So the first way you get paid is what we call the team bonus. Team bonus. And for those of you that have been working in the previous company with me, it's the same as cycle. So the team bonuses, this is your, let's say this is you here. Your business always has 2 legs, right? When you have 600 CV on one side and 300 CV on another side, the company will give you $35, which is roughly 420 Rand. So every single time you hit this ratio, you'll make $35, which is fucking awesome. In my previous company, I think it was $20 or 18 or something, 200 Rand. So, and what the company has done, which is fucking amazing, is they've made it 750, I think it's 51, no, 750. We call this a cycle, okay? That and that is a cycle. That ratio is called a cycle. So there's 750 cycles maximum that you can hit in a week. And to do the math for you guys, I did before you got here, that is 315,000 Rand a week. A week. And that's just one way the company pays. So 750 cycles equals 315,000 Rand a week.
That you get paid.
What do you guys do with 315,000 Rand a week? Crazy. Flipping crazy. Okay, you all got this. Okay, second way is what we call matching bonus. Matching bonus. Okay, and how this works is you hit this way of 7 levels. 7 levels. It's kind of what we call matching team bonus. Okay, so once you hit the rank of Jade, which I'll explain to you how you get to Jade just now, you earn off 7 levels in the company. So your first level, second level, third level, fourth, seventh. Okay, so the first level you make 20% of everything they do. Everything they do, you make 20% income. It doesn't get deducted from them, but it's a bonus on top of what you earn. Second level is 15%. Third level is 10, and fourth to seventh level is 5%. And that is a major part of Jeunesse complaint, and that's how the guys are making big money. Because let's say if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, everyone here at Team Viewer, making R1 million a month, I'm making 20%, 15, and 5. Of you guys plus the people you get. Plus,
You're downline.
yeah,
Okay.
7 levels down.
Down.
Yeah. But like he'll be 1 and everyone he gets is still 1 level. 2, everyone he gets is my second level.
Oh, okay.
So if he has 20 people, I'm making, what is it, 20%. Same as how our previous company worked. This is where a lot of people get confused. If you have questions, we can go through questions on this just now. So that is it there. Have a look at Jade. How you get to Jade is, I'm just going to go through the first 4 levels of the company so you guys know how to reach them. Jade is 4 executives. How you become executive, you have 1 on each side, personally enrolled. So if I'm executive, I enroll Cam and Trump. Or you can have 8 distributors. Does everyone know the difference between a distributor and an executive? A distributor is someone who literally is enrolled and hasn't hit a first rank. Executive is a rank. So that's J. The next one is Pearl. Does anyone know how to read Pearl? Yeah. Okay, Madhu is right. But you have to have three executives on one side and then 8 on the other. So, or you can have 12 distributors, okay? 12 distributors in total, but you have to have 3 on one side. So it can be, let's say 3 on this side and then, what is it, 9? Or it can be the other way around. But you have to have 3 on one side. And the next one is called Sapphire. This is what everyone wants to be going for. So I'm writing very skewed, you know. It's again, you have to have a minimum of 3 PQs on one side, but 12 executives will enroll 2. That's effectively 24 people. 12 executives, which is 2 people that enroll 2. But you have to have 3 on one side. Yeah. After 12, all the way up to a minimum of 2.
3 executive or 3
Yeah, that's better for you, obviously. So that was the second one. The third one is called new customer bonus. New customer. New customer bonus. And this one's really, really simple. So you all know you get the basic package, which is the first one. Then it's the supreme package, jumbo, and the classic. I'm not going to write the whole way down. Okay, so this one, when someone, the basic package costs 3,400 Rand, right? Okay. Anyone know how much the supreme package costs? Yeah. 8. Jumbo? So I think it's around 11 and a half. And then the ambassador, 25. 25 Rand. Okay, and as you saw with the first way, the CV, when you have 600 on one side, 300 on the other side, you make 200, you make 420 Rand, right? And how that works is with the basic package, you get 100 CV. Okay, Supreme, you get 300. Jumbo is 400. And the ambassador is 500. And that is one of the main reasons why you want to push people to join on a bigger package, because it boosts your passive income. Because imagine enrolling someone on this package when your ratio is 600 to 300. One guy and you've already pretty much got that side done. So it's so much easier once you push bigger packages. And when someone, so how the new customer bonus works, if someone enrolls in the basic package, the company is going to pay you 300 bucks. Basic package. Supreme package, 1,200 bucks.
Talking about
Yeah. 1,200 bucks. On the jumbo package, it's going to pay you 2,400, and on the ambassador, 3,000.
So you get points and commission.
Yeah. Then we got that. Okay, so that's the new customer bonus. And the fifth way is what we call the leadership pool. This is a really exciting way. Leadership pool bonus. Oh, okay, yeah. Just making sure you're not in. Okay, 4. Leadership pool bonus. Everyone ready? Okay, so what this is, once you reach diamond director, or diamond director, and double diamond director, you get put into a pool. Because not as many people as there's distributors, obviously. And what happens is the company pays out 3% of global sales to that specific amount of people. And when the company is hitting $1 billion at the end of this year, 3% of $1 billion is a lot of money. My math isn't good enough to figure it out, but I just know it's a lot of money. How much is $1 billion in rands?
How many notes is 14?
14 billion. So what's 3% of 14 billion? Is anyone good at that? No, doesn't matter. But 3% of that much money is a shitload of money. So that's a very good way to get paid. That's number 4. Number 5.
It's 100 million. How much? 100 million.
But that is divided up amongst the people in that pool. That's still a flip load of money to be divided up by, let's say, 300.
Just as a bonus.
Okay, so the 5th way is, it's get to is paid for you. Get to is paid for you. And this is a very, very important way, and this is what you want to stress the newest person to do as soon as possible. Because once you hit this, if you get 2 people, the 2 customers, it's preferred, by the way, so I'll tell you what okay, let me cover that quickly. A preferred customer is someone who goes on your website, clicks preferred customer, they pay the 400 Rand for the membership for the year. That's a preferred customer. Retail customer is someone who just goes onto your website and places order and pays full price. Preferred customer gets a discount. So if you get 2 preferred customers to buy the serum, the company will give you free product, write that down, free product plus 600 Rand, which is awesome.
Do they have to buy the serum?
Yeah, the preferred customer can only buy the serum for that. So, get 2 preferred customers, you get free serum for yourself, and the company will give you $600. And why that is nice is because every month you are required to place an order worth 100 CV. The serum is worth 100 CV, so it covers your order shift every month. You don't pay to do business. Plus, they are paying you 600. And if you really want to, you can sell that serum for a markup and make another 800. So effectively, you're running this business at a profit already as soon as you do this. As soon as you do this, you're making profit. That's the 5th way. And then the 6th way is called holiday bonus or travel bonus. So travel bonus. Okay, other travel bonus works is once you, I don't have enough time to explain exactly how it works, but if you guys go onto JeunesseGlobal.com and click promotions, the one for this year is a cruise around the Mediterranean. And how it works is you can still go on it if you're not Sapphire and above, but you have to hit a certain amount of cycles and there's a lot of requirements you need to do. That's why I can't explain it because like going to, you can do it if you Jade, you can do it if you're a distributor, but you obviously have to have higher cycles and you have to have higher lines and higher lines. So if you want to know exactly how to do it right now, go onto JeunesseGlobal.com. The first thing that you see is, I think it's like opportunity promotions and events, click promotions. Then the Mediterranean cruise will come up and it'll tell you how to do it. So travel bonuses, once you hit certain levels in the company, each year they have a different destination, they have a different, travel destination bonus activity that they do. This is a cruise around the Mediterranean. And it's all paid for, flights paid for, meals paid for, cruise paid for, everything paid for, because of what you have done in the business, which is awesome. So that is a really, really quick compensation plan training done. Do you guys, and we got 5 minutes for questions, which is good time.
Yeah, to be active, you're going to have your 100 CD. Yeah, but that doesn't have to be you buying it. If you've got it's generated in your business, you cannot buy it. You can choose not to buy it.
You yourself, because let's say, okay, I'll tell you now. Let's say you enroll, okay, let's say this is Vicky. She enrolled me, and Kat. If we both start on the basic package, she will get 100 CV from me and 100 CV from me. That doesn't mean she gets that. Doesn't mean she has to reorder, because she herself has to have personal volume. This is not personal volume.
You have to have personal.
Yeah. Personal volume is when you buy product yourself. So, like if I buy a serum or plus, let's say, a face mask, I'll get the 100 CV from the serum plus the CV from the face mask, which is my personal volume because I bought it. All understand that? So every month you're required to have personal volume of 100. The serum is worth 100 for that one product, or you can buy a combination of products which lead up to 100. So like I know the cleanser is less than 100. You can get the cleanser and the mask, which may be equal to 100 or just over 100, and that will be fine. So you're not limited to just the serum. You have to buy a product which adds up to a total of 100 CV. Okay? Good question. Anything else?
Matching bonus. How you set it like for the first level, for example, how much the first level, and you make 20% of the right or like the first level. But let's say everyone in this room is your first year, and then we end up enrolling people. Do you just make 20% of us or people in your name?
No, because then we'll just keep going.
So basically, let's say that you know you make 20% of what I do. Then I know I will make 15%.
No, you will be your person.
Okay, 15%.
Yeah, my first year will be someone I know. No, that's actually, so someone I enroll is all my first year, yeah? Someone you enroll is my second year.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in your second level.
Yeah.
So you're going to be 15%.
So then Jade will collect you 20% of us.
Yeah. Because Jade, you qualify for
that line.
well, obviously it depends on if you enroll.
And that is you only earn from those that you personally run.
Yeah, well, it's like, for example, on Cam's upline, if I put someone under him, that won't count as the bonus, like a, what is it called, the matching team bonus. Because I put him under Cam. He'll get points and he'll get the CV, but it doesn't become a first tier or second tier or anything like that.
Because he's not under someone that I personally.
Yeah. And it all has, what it boils down to is it has to be direct line. What direct line is, it's someone, any person that spawns from you. The easiest way to explain it is that this is me. I'm just going to draw one side. And I enroll these people. Yeah, so I just enroll this person. Everyone who colored in is someone I enroll. So I enroll these people. And this person enrolls this person, who enrolls this person. This person enrolls this person. This person enrolls here. That is all direct downline because I enrolled this guy. Business spawned because of me. If I didn't enroll this guy, none of this would have existed. That's direct line. But if my upline puts someone here, that's not direct downline. That's indirect downline. You still get CV, but you don't. It doesn't qualify for all of those.
It's not like a huge.
You understand that?
You know, bonus this month that they posted about with if you reach J, you get like convention tickets and a bar and a sapphire. Confirm it's only if you qualify for this month or if you start this month.
Yeah, no, it's this month.
Okay.
So if you started this month and you hit executive, then if you hit Sapphire this month, then like for me now, because I hit J, I can get a convention ticket for free. And if I hit 12, then I think it's convention ticket plus hotel or yeah. So what you guys want to do is all of you part of the elevator network first of all. Very important. If you're in the business, please go on Facebook and join the elevator network. Because that's where we post the schedules, that's where you can guys ask questions, you can do a lot of stuff. And then from there we'll add you into the Jeunesse Chairman's Club. That's where our upline in America posts all this.
Question for retail. Okay, obviously somebody just goes onto one's website and buys retail, they pay the retail price. But if I'm selling something to somebody, can I choose? I mean, if I don't necessarily want to make money off my grade, so I can sell the serum for argument's sake of what I want it for.
Yeah, well, you can sell it for less if you're in.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no legal obligation that says you've got to sell it at the retail price on their retail.
There's two ways of doing retail. Is you can buy product and resell it, or you can just tell people to go to your website and buy it from your website. Also, the company also gives you recommended, like, what do you call it, markup prices. Between 40 and 60.
But you don't have to do that.
No, just like a guideline. Awesome. So you guys all know that, what's today? Thursday. We might have a training tomorrow. It's going to be confirmed, but we're not too sure. We're trying to organize a Skype with one of our upline in America because we haven't done that for a while. And what's nice is we can either, obviously we'll decide we get together at a venue or we just do it at your separate time. But what's nice is that the business has been there for much longer. They are very, very successful there. The person, we're actually trying to get Cliff's brother on the line for tomorrow. One of the smartest, most intelligent guys I've ever met in my whole life. Very, very good at quick sentences and biting, mastered the basics down to the T. So obviously if we post it tomorrow, if it happens, you guys really, really want to be on it because it's not often we can get their time to help them, get them to help us. So I just want to say thank you for coming to training, and we're literally ending on time, which is awesome. But is there no more questions? Did you guys learn something?
Yes.
But what you want to do is you want to write down your email address, then I'll send you the game plan and what's the first 48-hour work. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.